Hello there once again, friends and fans. Raptor here, baby. It's time for some more Star Wars as we look at space engineers, people building their own designs at the workshop, I guess you could say. Sketch here designed some things here, which includes the X-Wing, the Y-Wing, the A-Wing, the T-16, the Cloud Car, and the Rail Car, and there's some improvements to some of these things, as well as a maintenance bay on a asteroid base that he has built for himself, and boy, does that look sweet. Again, welcome back to Space Engineers here. So I just zoomed into first-person mode of our engineer there. There is the X-Wing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That looks sweet. Look at that. You got the forward-firing lasers and all the... It's so interesting how you have to incorporate the designs of Space Engineers into the design of the George Lucas's vision of the X-Wing and Star Wars in general. And I wonder what exactly works on this base. There, it looks like there's a small little transport craft over here. I think that's what he considers his cloud car. So we don't even need to look at that. It's basically a light little transport. So here's the X-Wing. I bet you want me to shut up and get inside, so let's do it. Let's take her for a spin and see what happens. I wonder if... I think we might actually be docked or something. Oh, we're not able to move. Let's see. Oh, did he build it stationary into the... Oh. Yeah, this game's a little glitchy still because you can't exactly zoom around a little bit as you should. We'll hit P and see if that disengages us from somewhere. But it doesn't look like we can actually move the fighter, the X-Wing. Not even able to move. Perhaps when I loaded it, something might be sticking together. Just make sure. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I didn't realize I had to turn the engines on. Yeah, because I always leave my engines running. So now we'll move. Derp. All right, so anyway, that's my mistake. But look at that. Make no mistake, this is just awesome. Look at that. Just an X-Wing flying out of the, I guess you could say, Darth Maul's base or Anakin. I don't know. I don't know too much about Star Wars, so I'm not going to act like I'm knowledgeable. But there you go. That's the X-Wing. It does some real good turns, too. I should probably turn on the... oh, looks like we do have a forward-firing weapon of a Gatling cannon. Don't know exactly where that is. I didn't see it. Maybe it's on top. Maybe it's on bottom. But anyway, we'll swing back around and come home to our main base. It looks like we have 50 thrusters on this thing. Wow, and 5 gyroscopes, so she's not going to turn on a dime. So we'll head back home, and we'll see what else is there. Again, this is the X-Wing, so we'll look for the Y-Wing, the A-Wing, and the T-16. I think we found the cloud car, and I'm not exactly sure what the rail car is. So I don't know if that's exactly from Star Wars or something that he had designed. But we'll do a nice big turn here and come back to the star base or the asteroid base. Really cool. 280 kilograms on this. We're moving at about 70 meters a second, using about 20% of our power, 520 gigawatts of reactor power. And it says there's fuel time of 0 seconds. So I don't know if in the future there's actually going to be fuel in the game or what exactly that will consist of. But anyway, we're moving closer back towards our base now. And yeah, this is definitely quite the base. So as you can see, you can't really see where that base is from here. We've flown out quite a bit away from our base, and you're not even going to be able to see this place. And it'll give you kind of a nice size perspective on exactly what what this game has to offer. Of course, it looks like nothing from here, but as we get closer, and I think some of these asteroids may glitch out. You'll see giant holes in them. I've seen that in future updates. But there's some of the materials that we might be able to mine with. There's some of that shiny material there. We'll get ready to slow down then a little bit as we get ready to dock. I'm just going to park her outside. Who cares? Every time you reload, you can just start back over from the beginning. And they're so easy to download these worlds. It's incredible. Looks like we're coming up on another craft over here. Looks like a red sort of craft. I'm going to go ahead and stop our current X-Wing here a little bit and see if we can get in for a closer look. I think... I don't know exactly, but again, there's the Y-Wing. Of course, this is obviously the X-Wing. That I'm familiar with. But we'll have to see what this is. So we'll hop out, and we'll come on over here. And now, again, there's something called the rail car. So I don't know if he actually has a rail system that travels through this asteroid. But, man, am I jealous of people who were able to build these kind of cool bases. Look at that. He used supports for that. Looks like there's... wait a minute. There's a control unit under the ship. Can he move the asteroid? No way. I don't think it's possible, but who knows. So anyway, there's a command zone down here. It's just probably for looks. What the hell's that? Medical room? Oh, it's tipped on its side. Okay, so let's go back up to the top, and I'm sure you want to see the ship. I just wanted to look around, but hold on, what is this thing? This hideous monstrosity. Is this... I guess maybe that other thing was the rail car, and this is... what is this thing? Oh, man, what is the red thing? This doesn't even... I don't even know if this works. Oh, my God, look at that. Oh, okay. All right, we better get out of it before we crash. Okay, so anyway, whatever this is, you'll have to tell me down below in the comments. It almost looks like a pod racer, but obviously it's not. So we'll hop into that, see if we can get back into first-person mode. There we go. And we got 2 seats here, and looks like we're magnetic locked down to the... oh, we're not. There. We'll disengage that. Looks like he already had a little bit of a dent there in the platform there. So that's pretty much the... I guess you could call this, I don't know, T-16 maybe? I don't think this would be an... Oh, maybe it's a Y-wing. I don't know. This definitely is not a fighter of any sorts. It's kind of just a weird dual transport thing. I don't know. You and the wife, you want to be separated? Let's go ahead and fly around a little bit in it. Boom. All right, that's enough. Okay, let's go into this base and find out what's in here. I'm red. That's cool, just like Darth Maul. All right, let's zoom in a little bit. I do like staying in third-person mode because it gives you a nice look at the base. And here we go. That's got to be the it's got to be the Y-wing right there. Wow, does that look cool? Let's go back into first-person mode. That's pretty sweet. That's really incredible. Wow. All right, let's hop in it, and I don't want to drive too far, of course, because it takes a little bit of time to get back. But we'll fire up the engines, as we always forget to do, and let's take a look at it. It's got a forward-firing Gatling cannon under it, and I think that's about as far as we're going to go there. And we'll give a nice 360 look around it. Nice black block on the top there. Probably exactly modeled after the movies, I'm sure. And we'll come back around and see what else we can see. We're GTAing these. So we've seen, what, 4 craft so far. We saw the X-Wing and the Y-Wing and those 2 weird transports that he was building. And that little red thing, I guess the T-16. So now we're looking for the A-Wing, and I think we may have just found it parked up top there. We'll go ahead and park under this so our shark fin doesn't get in the way too much. But by the way, I have a workshop world as well if you want to look forward to the Raptoria quadrant. I'll leave a link to that down below, and you can check that out. Oh, this base does actually have thrusters, but I guarantee you, I don't think it can move. It might be able to, but I don't think it can move. This actually might be the A-Wing maybe. This was featured on episode 5, or the Battle for Hoth. I think this is what shoots the thing out of the back, and it links up to the AT-ATs, the walking creatures things, and makes them tip over. So that looks definitely cool. And let's go ahead and... Oops, I was going to try to get into first person here. Is the engine's on this already on? That's good. That's nice. So there you go. Big beast here. So let's take a look inside the base. Actually, there's one more craft I think I saw up at the top. So let's zoom back in, and we'll swing back around and take a tour of the base. So I think we saw what he calls the rail car and the cloud car. I think we saw the T-16. This may be the A-Wing. The Y-Wing I believe we saw, and the X-Wing as well. The Y-Wing seemed to be... like a... maybe like a official transport or something. And I didn't see... Let's actually crash. I want to see what kind of damage gets caused by this thing. Oh, and the cockpit's completely destroyed. I think... Wow, we obliterated that support, and I have no idea where that ship went. There are engines on this place, though. And that makes me really wonder if we can move or not, or if he just did it for looks. There's the remnants of the crashed ship. No. All right. So anyway, I'm sure some of you are mad that I'm defiling Star Wars stuff, but it's all right. It's all in good fun. I can't tell which way is up here, and there is a gravity though, so that probably would help explain it. So let's go ahead and turn our jetpack back on. Go up top, and let's check out this base. I don't know if this is modeled after any base from Star Wars, but we'll have to see. Doesn't look like there's any way in around here. There's some doors that are open. Ooh, we're gonna slip in through here. The guy left the window open in his space base. Oh, he must have did that on purpose to build around that. That's pretty cool. There's no way in there, but again, those things are for. Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. That's the A-Wing. That's got to be the A-Wing. Okay, that's the craft I saw. So you guys will have to let me know. And I want to see if we can move this asteroid. Like seriously, I want to see if. Let's turn our asteroid base on. Did I turn it on? Okay, hold on. Alright, so T, I want to press Y for the engines. See if we can zoom around a little bit. Oh, that's a cool light. Look at that, he's got a swivel light on it. Right next to the, Alright, so I'm pressing Y, no change. Looks like, oh, it's just ore detectors connected to this. Maybe he has different systems connected together, but I don't know. Anyway, let's get on to the spacecraft over there. So this must be the A-Wing. Again, I don't know everything about Star Wars, which makes me feel bad. So I think maybe that the red thing was the rail car, but whatever. Everything's open to speculation in Space Engineers, and of course you can take into account that everything. There's a quote in here that says everything's already been designed. Engineers just put it together, and that seems to be true. Really long engines on this thing. Really weird. All right, let's turn her on, and let's see how fast we can go with this one. Hop back into the cockpit, disengage the landing gear. There we go, going pretty good. No weapons on. Oh, there's one weapon on it on the top, I believe. That's about far enough, I think. So that looks to be all the craft. We've flown them around a little bit, and gyroscopes on this one, barely any. 7. I always make a point to make a ton of gyroscopes because otherwise it's hard to stop. So let's try to get into this base the American way. So we're just going to plow into the top, no big deal. None of you worry. We're going to flip around here a little bit by using our thrusters to even ourselves up, and there we go. Once you get some speed, it's easier to move around in these vehicles. So what we're going to go ahead and do is make sure freedom of liberty is ensured, and so X-Wing out of the way. Here we go. Oh, those were stairs. Oh, but we still made our way in. Beep, beep. Okay, so here's the inside of the base. Wow, it looks like that. look at that stairwell painting where everything's upside down and there's dudes walking around. That's awesome. All right, so I don't know what that's called, but tell me down below in the comments. So there's some of the bays where some of those ships were stored. There's some of the. Oh man, that's really smart. Those are thrusters, and he put little reflectors on top of them to kind of just fill in the space. Genius. And there's some gravity generators there, and it looks like this base just basically goes to some of the other bays, and it's a real convoluted mess. So yeah. So anyway, that's Space Engineers, everybody, and I'm gonna just jump down here to this last control port here just to see if there's anything we can actually move. I want to see if we can turn the ship on. Wait a minute, now we've got some power. Hold on a second. We've only got 0 kg, but we have seen. Wow, that looks like a lot of power. Hold on. Let's switch to the external view. Apparently I can't even look around this thing. See if we can turn it on. Oh boy. That seemed to be something. Hold on a second. Do we have engines on? I don't think our asteroid's moving. And our generator looks really sad because it's red. Oh, it was on. Oh, I guess there is a way to move some of the... I guess the engines are on, but they don't fire. Oh, hell, who knows. Oh, it looks like we turned on the lights inside the base. That's really cool. Let's go around just a little bit more. I want to look at what these things do. Maybe this is the one that finally controls it. I don't know. I'm not going to go through everything. Of course, if you want to test it out, I'm really just touching on these things very lightly. If you guys want to test it out, please go to that workshop. So maybe this is it, huh? Again, no change to the engines. Yeah, everything seems... The game isn't yet finished, so some of the things... Oops, we fell from the sky. But anyway, I think we'll just leave it there. So if you guys want to figure out exactly how to steer this rock, feel free. I don't think you can move asteroids or anything yet. I think it'll just, just basically make the engines fire with no effect. But then again, I could be wrong. You can build your own space stations, large ships, and small ships. So if you were to build your own station, that's exactly what that's for. And you can build it on an asteroid, or you could just build a hovering space station if you wanted. You build your own Halo if you wanted. Oh, the possibilities are endless, just like space. So, Space Engineers, Raptor reminding you to keep the password and pimp and strong. Get your ass to Mars, and I'll see you. Bye.